Yeah, man, good man.
Alright, first up, I call praises, honor, and glory to your power, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Stone. Salutation to all the Hakim out here doing this work in our sincerity and our truth. Shalom to the elect. Yeah. This is the James Jamaica camp. Yeah, James Portland. We're another week. Then, as usual, the usual job. Work at the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Yeah. Hey, one of the main thing, bring out the prophecies, man. Prophesying downfall, this wicked kingdom.
Right.
Seeing, edifying our people of who they are as a nation of people, and seeing, they're here to most of all to edify the potential elect. Seeing, and at the times and the season and the things that we see coming, man. Seeing, so basically, we're in at that time now. We see, yes. So, we see great things is about to take place on the earth. See? And when we say great things, they're talking about the fun thing, man. See? Remember that famous speech in the Terminator movie? And basically, the exterior kind of what she said, stood up and he said, a storm is coming. See? Yeah, we talk about, as we name the video, a very great storm is coming. See? We're talking about, we're talking about the nuclear effect.
Quick one for you.
Huh?
Quick one for you.
Yeah.
Right. So Ezekiel 21:9, it's the Son of Man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, a sword is sharpened and also furbished.
Done.
It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter, it is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth, it
Yes.
contendeth the rod of my son as every tree.
Done. And basically, as the scripture says it right, man. Sword is sharp, a sword is sharpened, man. We can see countries preparing their military to go to war. We see where basically things are taking place in Europe, Ukraine, Russia, in South China Sea, Taiwan, in China looking to invade China looking to invade Taiwan. See? And basically, we see different sword in short because the sword that just coming at the means basically
A literal sword, it
sword
doesn't
are
weapon.
basically missiles or guns and ammunitions and them stuff them. See? You have basically when you saw a plan now, back in 2020 they made have basically the pandemic, see? The plagues, disease, famines, and all them stuff them, man. These things are sword being prepared, man. To come upon the Lord's people. Because we're at that time of great judgment. Continue.
Alright. Verse 11 he says, and he had given it to be furbished,
Done.
that it may be handled. The sword is sharpened, and it is furbished. It is given into the hands of the slayer.
Done. And we know who's the slayer, man. See? Who's the man that is skillful with the sword? See? The skillful with weapon, where we know is actually in blessing is the sword which is Esau Edom, so-called white man. See? He's the one. He's the one and that this thing is given into me. See? So you see basically them talking about another wave coming. See, out here in the media, you see them push it even on the government health chart. Basically them tell about the new monkeypox now. See? Where they must say basically them find hundreds of cases now. So you see, these are the new boogeyman. See? They must bring back on the scene. Basically start back the whole issue of the serpent juice again. Because this is one of the things over here. A lot of people we've seen the news that this thing is being pushed back in the media, seeing about getting your juice now again. Seeing whatever, because they put a stall on it for a while. No, but you see it come back up now.
Hey, as the elder them always say, yo, them money have a plan and them go all out for them plan because when scripture say the devil them have a short time. So the whole slowdown of the first pandemic, you see me, was just basically how we see it, you see me, speaking as a man, was a test, you see me, and whatever I'm come with now, you see me, are the real thing, because we basically see awareness, him have food shortage a go on, you see me, planned food shortage, and plus, him actually have new pestilence, so him basically have a push out here with the same measures as what him did have before, as the Akka say. Because not only them a push the serpent juice, but the same tactics where them push towards the first pandemic are the same thing them a come back with this, saying that, you see me, them measures here are going to actually help to contain the new...
Control it, done. She's right. That finish?
Yeah, bro.
This is Psalms 37 and verse 12 says, the wicked plotted against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his days is coming.
Hey, and basically, hey, you know who the scripture says the wicked, according to Malachi
1 and 4.
1 and 4. See? Esau Edom. Hey, the scripture says the Lord call him the bad of wickedness, man.
Right.
See? So we know say this man and Esau Edom is the so-called white man today. He's the wicked man. See? He plotted against the just. I don't know who the just. The just is the Lord's elect man.
Yo.
See? Overall. He plotted against the Lord's people. See?
Yeah.
That's why them say, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, so that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. See? So day and night this man plot against our people then. How he's gonna destroy our people and get rid of our people off the earth. See, now we can see it more and more evident, the things them what them a push to come towards the Lord's people, man. See?
Verse 14 says, the wicked have drawn out the sword, and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy,
Can.
and to slay such as be of upward conversation.
Yes, let them draw them sword. So them sword come, as we said, them sword come in all different form, man.
Gun.
But they want to be by the guns, see? Yeah? Them going to places, them have them mass shooting, see? They bring forth them agenda, see?
Chemical warfare,
Basically,
pestilence.
germ warfare,
Gun.
see? All them things that them want to come with, man. See? Them a plot to come against who? The Lord's people. And come against the one them have scriptures have upright conversation, man.
Right.
See? So we know who are the ones out there have upright conversation, man. The Lord's elect, the Lord's prophet, man. See? They're gonna come against the Lord's chosen, man.
Right.
So we have to get ourselves in that mindset and prepare ourselves for that time to come. See? Through the Spirit and power of the Lord, you have show me a shine.
Woe to them that devise, Micah 2 and verse 1 says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Can.
When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
And the scripture says, man, it says, woe to them that devise iniquity and plot evil, them are upon their bed. Because these men, yeah, the scripture says them secret counsel. See? Them trying to get them secret counsel. Just like the other day, you know, them go at the World Economic Forum. See? You have a thing the other day in Geneva, in Switzerland, with the WHO and the rest of the nation them. See? Where them I met a plot there for the government sign over them sovereignty to the WHO, in which you know you have countries against it. Like you have countries like China, so the deal never actually get to go through. So they are going to go back again to get them planned, because China and some other countries in Africa, it wasn't a part of it, man. Them not going to stand for it. Yeah? So basically, these men plan things day and night, man. See, how them are going to actually come to destroy the Lord's people. Hey, Isa is coming, man. He ain't no joke, man. Scripture say man come down because having great wrath.
Scripture.
Yeah? Done?
Alright, this is Psalm 64 and 60. Say they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. Inward thoughts of every one of them, and their heart is deep. Start all the way up, but me just want to get to the point. That's why
You can start up.
verse 3, me can start. Two. Alright, so Psalm 64 and 2 he said, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the interaction of the workers of iniquity.
Yes, and that's it, man. That's what we have to beg the Lord our Shemeshai every day. See? Every day we leave the house. See? have a prayer. See? We have the Lord's Prayer, man. It's the Lord's Prayer.
Right.
You beg the Lord to lead you not into temptation, man. See?
Right.
Yeah. Keep going in your everyday walk, man. To hide me. Hide me from the secret holes of the wicked, because guess what? These men out there planning what them gonna do to the Lord's prophet, man, to the Lord's elect. See? Because guess what? Them, as the scripture said, many have gone after Satan already. See? Them actually have 2/3 of our people. Them say now worry about them, because
Easy about them, they call them dumb down.
He have them in the pocket already. So
Right.
him basically are the precious fruit him gonna come from, man. The elect
right.
men of the Lord, man. See, those are the ones who actually want to get. So that's why we actually have to get the Lord each and every day. Yeah, I protect the men, cover we on their wings. See, according to Psalms 91, man.
Right.
See, continue.
Verse 3 says, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Yes,
That-
even bitter words, man. Because I'm going to come with all kind of lies. See, bitter words, I'm going to deem us as what? The time I come, I'm going to deem us as terrorists.
Yeah.
And we are incite violence. See?
Hate speech and
And
all
hate
of them
speech and all them
stuff.
stuff, man. Them a plan how them going to come at us, man.
Hey, but
See?
they, just to add up, them a do it already, because if you ever check why most brothers get videos get taken down from YouTube, but under them guidelines they are doing them guys there, you see me, so them basically I do it already, you see me, them just now do it full force, whereas them a come through physically. But you see me, if you shut down the word, them basically take them time and do
They
it.
must start with the word,
God.
but them actually gonna come physically to it, because even them gonna use our own people to come at us. God, them have some of our people in pot, but look up to them,
God.
love them, we worship the so-called white man. So even the things that we speak, see, it's hard to bear for most of our people, man. See, so when we speak it, them are gonna say, boy, we attack foolishness and madness, we attack, see, a evil we attack. So the so-called white man, hey, when them come out and then go so boom, them are deem us as terrorists, man. See? Them are deem us as terrorists. I say we are inside violence, and we want people them, see, I go accept it and give us over to them, man. So we have to in that mindset, man. We know say boy, we're gonna turn against it. See?
He said that they may shoot in secret at the perfect,
God.
suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
God.
They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say,
Here's the trap. See? So any means and way them can use to trap you, man. See, so them are gonna come with it. Hey, so everything we have to be subtle, man. See?
why is that? Why
You know, we
is that a
say,
serpent
you know, we
and
go in,
harmless
that's
as
what
a
the
dove?
scripture say we have to actually be
Why is-
circumspect. Why is it as a serpent
harmless as
and
a
harmless
dove?
as a dove, man?
God.
See, so we have to be circumspect, man. See? The scripture say redeeming the time.
Thank God.
Evil, for the days are evil, man. And we can see all the things that are happening around. See? Every day, different shits take place, man. Hey, things just happen like that. See? Continue.
So they say, who shall see them?
God.
So they search out iniquity, accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thoughts of every one of them and the heart is deep. But yeah,
Just so them accomplish a diligent search. So nobody thinks that unless them come with something now. They like all them things over them. Yeah, two years ago with them, you know, them come in with the Crown Royal 19 and whatever else them are come with. And some of them just happen and just randomly so the blues, man. These things are things where them having at them. These are things that them have planned for years upon years, man. See, you check history and all them things there. See, you go back in a time as far as the 80s. See, you know them have another brother named Oral. Remember the book named 1984?
oh, I think that's
I think Oral or something like that. The book named 1984. A lot of things that when I say, I get done.
George Orwell.
George Orwell, yeah, George Orwell. A lot of the, you have have a book where in 1984.
Mhm.
See? Hey, him is an insider, man. So that book where he write, a lot of the things that we see take place now. See? Has really been written for them.
Hey, we see.
Coming up here, man. So the man of the scripture say them accomplish a diligent search. Them search out what? Iniquity. Them see, them search out the things them. Yeah? Them actually search out the things them. See? Where them know what people them actually, you know. What I say like what people them actually weak to. See? Are the things that what people them love. See? So as the scripture said, them give their neighbor to drink. Habakkuk 2:15. See? You get that from here? Habakkuk 2:15. Yeah? So these men make a diligent search. Continue act.
He said, but Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded.
Yeah, the scripture said, Lord, I go shoot at them with a arrow, man. I will know the arrow. Hey, we talk about the basically them own weapon where them are build them own devices. The Lord will turn them own devices on them. See? That's not true. Yeah. Rule them by the prophets, man. Yes. A weapon unto them. That's why scripture says great fear fill up on them when them see us. See? Because of the things that we attack. And because of the things that we attack is true. See? But the Lord actually are going to destroy them. By means of nuclear missile and all of that. Man.
It's Habakkuk 2 and verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, and putteth thy bottle to him, and makest him drunk, also that thou mayest look upon their nakedness.
God. And that's what Esau Edom do, man. Him actually give people on the platform. See? To sin. See? To go off from the laws, statutes and judgment that even before and more, man. See? Via what? Via media, social media, all of them things that them are coming, man. Them TikTok, them Instagram, see? All of them platform here them up, man. Them basically Hollywood are one main energy of witchcraft. Where them push things for people, man, and through the mainstream media. See? So them things here cause the people them to do it. Go off and do all kind of madness. See? And then himself can take it and say, look here. These are your are the people them, are your people them this, the precious fruit. See? The people them where you love. Where you have as your number one. Look what the things that what them are do in the earth, man. See? That are Esau, you know, man. But guess what? At the end of the day, he's not going to get the elect over, man. He's not going to get the elect. See? Because the elect done, seal already, man.
He say, verse 8, he say, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, all that see them shall flee away.
God. So even them own people now, see? Even the own people, I come out and I see a lot of things about these top elites, man. See? I show up them wickedness. See? Hey, you see a lot of when I say so-called white people, you know, which some of them can be Jake or Soto. See? We look like them. I come out and with a lot of videos, man. A lot of so-called white people I come out with videos and show them up, man. Because Esau Edom, the top elites them in this world, them actually don't respect the lesser Edomite them on the earth, man. See? This man envy oneself. See? Say me destroy even oneself and one people them, have him women, because that's just in their nature to destroy. Finish?
You finish, bro. Alright, one for bucket pine.
Done.
Ecclesiasticus 14 and 5. Yeah.
Done.
Say, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods.
Hey, and the scripture actually said right, man. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? See it? This man had planned to meet the new called the moon. The moon were actually
I'm gonna marry, say the monkey.
yeah, we said this man planned to meet the moon a part of the ornaments and the heavens. See, we're healthy. We sustain life on the earth, man. Because without the moon, we're not gonna survive. See it? And we see that it's actually show. He himself him show it in a movie. The movie themselves. If the moon actually get destroyed, the earth itself will get destroyed, man. So this man rather destroy the planet where him get in him hand to run all the resources where him have at him possession. See, him rather just destroy all of that, man. That's what scripture says, he that is evil to himself. He will not plan to do. Go Mars. See? He might plan to go Mars. We go colonize Mars.
We go mash it up.
We go mash up on it. Yes, the man is that the scripture. Hey, he gonna destroy our world, man. This man gonna destroy our world. See? Continue. Avenger death.
There is
the Lord, scripture says the Lord is a power and can't pass. You just have it in the imagination still. See?
Say there is none worse than he that envieth himself.
Envieth himself. This man envieth his own self. He ate his own self, man. See? And he will stop at nothing. And this man even will destroy more people. Hello, man. This man even destroy more people. Have him wait.
The man poisoning here where everybody breathe.
Yeah.
Like, look how much chemicals him spray in it to basically sterilize man and everything this up. You see me? Metals go through your body wearing as men get sick over time and now work properly so them can, reproduce as.
Which is right.
You see me?
Yeah. The poison the water.
We feel more people are drinking too.
More people are drinking, man. Probably the water where my poison, he not drink the poison water.
Why see him here?
But hey, my poison here where my breathe.
And it's my walk down bubble way or something around him will feel that here. Inhale good oxygen. And this is a recompense of his wickedness. And if he do it good, he doeth it unwillingly. And at the last he will declare his wickedness.
Hey, the scripture says if him do good, he do it unwillingly. And at the last I'm gonna declare him wickedness, man. So no matter what you see them want to come with, see, they're gonna tell us, boy, there's a new variant out there, or you see the monkeypox are come, and them have to do this to protect people's life. So them have to bring the Jews come to give.
Which is why him have nations are signing over them sovereignty today. You see me? Because basically what happens is that in a crisis you are no longer in control of what happens within the country. You see me? So when you sign over a sovereignty, you see me, basically everything, once there's a health crisis, you see me, are the bigger heads them, the UN basically make the decision.
So they can just run in and do whatever they want to do.
God.
See? That's one of the main aim, man. See? And they make it, them sell it in the light, like so basically they are coming to help you. That's why it's just if him do good, him do it unwillingly, man. Like I make it seem like a good man. Hey, the scripture said never trust thine enemy. See? The scripture said don't come crouching. You take heed and beware of him, man. See? That's what we're supposed to do, man, as a people, man. That's why we're out here to give the Lord's people warning, man. See, warn you about this man and tell you, oh, this man, so-called white man, Esau Edom, he's the enemy, man. See? This man, they actually mean we're not good. He just come like him actually like you. But deep down inside him hate you, man. Scripture say him of what? A perpetual hatred.
Let me just go find him.
Yeah, if you can bring it out, you have a place back.
And me just say, Amos 1:11 said, thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgression of Edom and for 4, I will not turn away thy punishment thereof,
God.
because he did pursue his brother with the sword,
God.
and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually,
God.
and he kept his wrath forever.
Yes, and that's so-called Esau Edom for you, man. The so-called white man. That's Esau Edom, so-called white man for you, man. See? You have a perpetual hatred from Genesis come up, man. See? When said it is thy father, the morning him a go yeah, the morning your hand, my father is at hand, then him a go slay him brother, man. See? He never actually killed Jacob that time. But guess what?
Spirit did their room,
Yeah,
no one,
the
and
spirit
same
of Rome,
thing.
because he actually him a kill the descendants or the seed of Jacob. See? That's what him a do now. See? Starting from
Good, we good, yeah?
you come back?
Yeah, man.
Alright. Yeah. So even before the time of the Grecian, them coming power men, which at the time the first time Esau Edom actually come fully in a power. See? And start run shit. See? Hey, he must deal with the rest of nations, man. Behind the scene. Not the Babylonian kingdom, the Assyrian kingdom. See? He must deal. See? Planning to destroy our people, man. See?
Your brother them can show James Orlando.
Yeah?
Say shalom.
Shalom.
Priest of prayer.
Yeah, priest of
And this is Psalms 58 and 3 said the wicked are estranged from the womb.
Start up at 2.
Alright. This is Psalms 58 verse 2 say, yea, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth.
Yes, and that's Esau, Edom. Now him heart him work in wickedness, man. Him work wickedness. See? And him violence and him hand at the earth, man. We can see it. We must spread it, man. All the things them must plan. Where we plan to do? Where we want to actually give everybody that electronic device, CHIP. And I hurt, man. See? My plan to poison off the entire earth. See? My plan to release all kind of different pestilence on the earth, man. That's what they might do. See? So all kind of wickedness, man. Wars and rumors of war. That's why gift for him get. Him get the gift for what? Sword. See? That I'm blessing, man.
We have this before now, we used to see where Esau was more subtle about getting rid of Jake. He used to be more subtle. You never see, he used to see it on the forefront like that or in the media so much. But since of late, according to the scripture, it says devil had come down
Unto you for a short time.
having great wrath because you know that, yeah, but a short time. Right? And you see where now them a come out and them a say, well look, we are push out a system, and if you're not with the system, you see me? Then we don't need you. We're going to get rid of you basically. You see them actually making these speeches now. And then what you call it? You call it again, man. According to the scripture, I said the pride of thine heart deceive thee. So you see them actually show that pride have come out now because they feel that them close to that pinnacle where they're about to achieve what they set out to achieve, which is this one world order. Right, and we all know what the scripture says about this one world order idea, yo. We all know.
Yeah, as the ask me, you can just well appreciate the I just bring out Revelation 13 and 15. As the actor said, just hold up a earpiece of it.
Oh.
Just bring it out. The actor just want to make a point on it. As them say, hey, them come with a harder right now. But if you want to follow it, yeah. And that's the thing, man. See? And then they must set up the system right now for that. Bring it. Revelation 13 and 15. Yeah.
So Revelation 13 and 15 is and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yes, and that's what them are do now. See? Them actually give life to the image of the beast, man. As you can see. All the things that them are set up, the infrastructures. See? the digital system where them are set right now. See? We bring forth that the MOTB, man. See? Them are set up the image at the base. And the same brother what them call Yuval, what him name? Yuval Noah Harari. The same Claude Schwab, when he main advisor, see? That's a Claude Schwab main advisor. He basically said, look at some boy, what you am gonna do when they use these useless humans for the earth, man. See? That's how we refer to the people as this. And them other nations also, and even some of them own people. But them say refer to them as useless humans. See? But it have mainly got to our people, man. See? Because them aim is to get rid of weight off of the earth. That's the main thing. So they must set up the system, and so all who know with the system where they must set up, they must cause to put to death. See? Hey, knowing the scriptures, we know that some of the elect is gonna get put to death. Some of us are gonna get beheaded. See? Some of us are gonna receive spiritual empowerment. See? Some of us are gonna face different type of death. See? See? Hopefully, hey, we are part of the elect when that day comes, and I will stand firm and stand stiff for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, man. See? You have the precept.
Continue.
Psalms, yeah?
And this is Psalm 58, verse 3 said, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
Yes, gone. Hey, and we even do it, even now, we know say boy, we know say he's a liar. But this man actually come out and he must set things, see, out of his mouth straight out, man. And we know say at that time we got to go Lord and wash and shine. See? You must set things right now and I tell you. That's why the scripture said the truth that was without fruit are going to be declared. So them actually come out and tell you the truth and what they want to do to you as a people, man. See? The scripture says as soon as they be born, they go about taking lives. Like, you know what a newscast, I think yesterday, with Joe Biden. Joe Biden actually I tell us he never knew about the whole baby formula shortage. And say the factory lockdown and all of them something. So that was just hey, the so-called white man is a liar, man. See? And all who join on to him, like some of the leaders them out here who are push the agenda, man. See? Especially with our Prime Minister. Hey, that man is a big liar also, man. As scripture says, year after father, you're the devil, man. God. See? So a lot of these leaders we see, man, them take the role of the so-called white man, man. Them is a liar. See?
So they're poison like the poison of a serpent.
God.
They are like deaf adder that stop it right here.
Continue.
It said, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming, never so wise.
Hey, so basically, them not gonna hearken to fool voice, man. See? Them hear way out here. See, even when scripture said, weird spirit fill up on them when them see we. But them not gonna hearken to fool voice, man. Them just gonna do what them gonna do in the earth, man. Because guess what? That's them job what them get for them, man. And the Lord put that spirit upon them to do it. See? So them just gonna do wickedness until the day them just get put off of the earth. Simple. See, so?
This is Job 27 and verse 13 said, this is the portion of a wicked man, Yahweh shall power, and the heritage of the oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread.
God, the scripture said, this are them portion, men. See? If him seed be multiply, you can get a precept for me, Isaiah 14 and 21. See? Scripture said, if him seed be multiplied, it is for the sword, men. That's them portion, men. So no matter how Esau he done, basically so-called white man a push when he just one destination for him. See? He just going to do him wickedness, but at the end of the day, him not going to fulfill him dream. Him dream is going to become a nightmare. See? And the Lord put the dream in his heart and prepare the nightmare for him already, man. You can bring it up. You have it. Isaiah 14 and
Yeah,
21.
me have it. Right, it's Isaiah 14 and 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers,
Gone.
that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Yes. And that are the end be all for them, man. See? The Lord to prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. So the bad things that all we not do, we're not gonna have a future, man. See? And the future is actually destruction and to be annihilated off the earth, man. According to the book of Obadiah, man. See? You have preach back?
Job chapter 20, verse 22, it says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Yes, and that's what's gonna happen to me. The Lord said, he's gonna pull down, yeah, you can get a precept for me, huh? Pull down Edom by the hands of his people. Yeah, by the hands of his people, Israel, man. See? The scripture said, the fullness of his sufficiency, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him, man. See? And the word there for wicked is what the word in Hebrew again? Wicked.
Wicked Aimal.
Aimal. See? It means laborer, man. And we are the ones who are the laborer in the earth today, man. See? So the Lord said by the hands of his people, you can bring it out, huh?
Ezekiel 25 and verse 12 said, thus saith the Lord power, because that Edom had dwelt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Thus saith the Lord power, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Dan shall fall by the sword, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know that my vengeance, saith the Lord.
Yes, and that's what's happening, man. The Lord says, every hand of the wicked will come upon him, every hand of the laborer, every hand of the elect will come upon Edom, man. See? The Lord says, I'm going to take them down by the hands of people, Israel. See? And we can't wait for that day to come, man. See? That judgment. We see all the wickedness with them little people coming up over the centuries and the millennials. So guess what? Everything pay them back, man. See? And pay them back in the proper way.
The scripture says, Jacob is his battle axe. You understand? So most I describe or liken his people unto a battle axe, and there's another one that says Esau he described Esau as being stubble.
Yeah.
Stubble to the fire. Understand?
Yeah.
So you know these are all proverbial ways of saying, you know, that Israel is the beginning of the world that is to come. Because I'm going to destroy this one that currently exists. You understand, which is run and governed by
Esau Edom.
Which is right.
He left that
Job chapter 20 verse 23 continuing, he said, when he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
That's right.
He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
Yeah, actually, an own device when we prepare right now to go to war with. See, Lord Yahweh Shemeshah is going to use it against him. Reverence the Lord, man, by destroying each other, man. See, that's the judgment of the Lord for them.
Esau apparently feel as if he's making headways right now.
Which is right.
I push forward, you know, I'm get closer and closer to his vision, right? So I'm kind of puffed up, right? And I push this idea out there that them about to achieve this great thing. You see me? That had not been before.
Gun.
Right? And
Before,
and basically, the scripture say what? It said just as he's about to fill his belly, right? Most I going to take him down now. Just as he's about to fill his belly. So, and, all these things supposed to happen. You're supposed to see man come up with all these wondrous things. You see me? And people are going to look up on it and I say, yeah, they are making progress and move closer and closer to achieving his goal.
Right.
Right? But the scripture say what? You see me? Wait for it, it shall surely come, it shall not tarry.
Can.
You understand? It says for the vision is but for an appointed time. You see me? And what is that appointed time? Just as he is about to do what? Fill his belly out. You know?
Hey, and you can see it, man. You can see it. All the things that we see man put in place right now. Because them actually come out and say the other day, your cell phone that you have, not gonna be no more than Nokia CEO and Nokia. And basically say your cell phone when you have today, it's not gonna be no more by 2030. Now them think them here is 2030, you know. See it? Them here is 2030. So by 2030 you are gonna be the phone. You're gonna be that electronic device. See? You communicate. You know, can communicate one to another. See? And you know how people are part of the planet. So by 2030, you know much people no plan to get rid of the earth. By 2030. See? So all of them sophisticated devices are going to serve certain people. Because he get them phone and everything. Hey, do what them are doing. Hey, see all them bodies are jacked on the earth when them have them things here. So, hey, if not going to want to have them people up on the earth, to give them certain things. See? Certain technology like that. See? But, yeah, you might want to get rid of them, man. Yeah.
You know, you used to be a far-fetched thing back in the days to tell people say I have a thing like cell phone.
Can.
It used to be a very far-fetched thing. And you used to always see like, those futuristic movies. And people upon their cell phone and use cell phone, right? These are always, always put these things out there. So release them.
Yeah.
And at the same thing now, you see them must put some only for technology in these movies, right? And people look on them and say, some of them far-fetched, but in actuality, they actually have these technologies. They just haven't released some of them. They have these technologies. Right, so as the Aka say, you know, this fourth industrial revolution is to what? Bridge the line between man and machine, man and technology, right? So they have these technologies, right? So it's not a far-fetched thing to Aka bring on to say, well, you're not gonna have cell phone, you're not gonna have the use of cell phone because you will become that device, or that device will become a part of you.
Yeah. They're going to communicate. They don't matter about
telepathically.
Yeah, telepathically you're going to communicate. Man. You're going to start think things and it happens. See? That's the mindset when you say, you know. And guess what? That's why the scripture says by the means of these miracles. See? You're going to see them on the earth. Because a lot of people looking at and see these things that happen. They might say, boy, it's not kill even this. But they matter about this brain, CHIV. That device that I'm putting there, I'm putting them up my Elon Musk and human trials. Hey, them already do them human trials already. So them can't come actually tell me them are going to be human. Them been doing human trials. See? And the only way they can come out public and come do it now because them say them test it and it's actually a work. See? So if them must say if you're paralyzed, so basically from the waist down or wherever. They might put that in your brain and you can move your limbs them by using that. So a lot of people are going to see that now and I say, yo, you know, I want that, you know. See? Because that look nice. But not knowing that it's a trap. See? It's a trap. To have total dominance of human and total control. Yeah, bring it out.
Revelation 13 and 14 say, and deceived them that dwell upon the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
God, and that's it, man. Scripture actually telling me They might deceive them or develop on the earth by the means of these miracles. See,
Right.
the word miracle there is Samayan.
Right.
Samayan, which means transcending the course of
Transcending the natural
the
course.
natural course of nature, man. See, so things far beyond where that we don't look for, this man I gonna make happen, man. See, yes. Things where you say, hey, them things never look possible. Even though we used to see them in the movie, like, you know, we have watched Star Trek and them things a long time coming in the 80s coming up. Knight Rider, we see Kiara talk and man communicate with vehicle and vehicle fly and all them stuff. The way we see them things from back in the 80s, man. See? And we see, you know, a lot of these things are come to the forefront now. See? I would want in the movie. See? So a lot of things when this man talk a thing, him can't make it up, man, because guess what? The Lord Yahweh Shemeshai already give him the technology to use it, man. See? To do it. Because the Lord have to build him up, build up in pride. Build him up, make him feel like some boy, basically, nobody can take him down.
Your
See?
mentality.
Yeah, the mentality, the seed of sowing his head. See? So these miracles we see him come with now, yes, he might deceive a lot of people, man. Continue.
Miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast,
Done.
saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had wound by a sword
Done.
and did live.
Yes, and that beast that got wounded by the sword and did live is, guess what? The ancient Roman Empire, man. See? And now we got where we are. We're in the revised Roman Empire. So it live again. God, see? Of America. See? And actually, the European Union and NATO, see? Which is the beast today, man. See? So guess what? So them have prepared the image of the beast. So all the things that are getting place, the infrastructures, the room for the fourth industrial revolution, these are the things what actually put the image of the beast in place, man. The whole technology, man.
Because the image is what the system. That is what I mentioned about the whole agenda we are pushing now, this NWO agenda we are pushing fast. That basically system. So inside the is ready. Right, one.
Psalms chapter 10 verse 1. It says, why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thyself in the time of trouble? The wicked and the pride do what persecute the poor.
And actually them do it every day. But guess what? The Lord them there watch. See? Because guess what? You know what? Prophecy have to fulfill. Lord, the word of the Lord. Him say it gonna happen. Say it up. It's a social my word go forth. Is it that cometh out of my mouth and shall not return unto me? So the prophecy of it happen, man. See, so say the Lord stand off and I watch. The Lord I make everything when him say I go happen. I come I play in place so it happen.
Script was written.
Yeah.
He said, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Them taking them devices they imagine. Because guess what? At the end of the day, the same thing where them set up to destroy the people, it will be them downfall, man. See? Them own device will take them down, man. See?
Whatever a man sow, that
That
shall
he
he
will
reap.
Yeah. See it? See it?
For the wicked boasted of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth.
God, yeah, the wicked boast of my heart desire, man. That's as we can't stop mention about Claude Schwab's, see? The Yuval, the same Yuval Noah Harari brother, see? Where basically every time you see him on an interview, he might talk about basically all the things them what them a plan and how them want to depopulate the earth, see? How they want to get rid of useless humans, see? Hey, he basically the other day when he said that him not talk about the God above the cloud, but he might talk about the God where the cloud, the Google cloud, or basically the high cloud or
They said that the last one of them God exists.
Yeah.
The response was not yet.
That's it.
Because they work on creating Google to be godlike.
There's a
That show,
I'm saying I'm gonna be like the most high.
that show all the hypocrisy and
Yeah.
how stupid him is.
Yeah.
Because him have to create it to be like something. So
Yeah.
obviously it already exists if you are going to, because you can't think of
Be like-
nothing new.
Yeah.
You see me?
As there's nothing new
New
under
the sun.
So guess
Most
what?
I giving that
Yeah.
man just
And this is describing them to the T.
Good.
Verse 4 it says, through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Yahweh.
He got to seek after God. Because himself think himself to be God.
Can.
See? But guess what? You create, you go bow down and worship something but you are created. See? You created the cloud. You create Google. You put all of them things that the infrastructure in place. And you have to bow down and make that be your master. But you bow down to
submit your will to that.
yeah.
There's another video circulating, I don't remember the guy's name, but in the video basically I said that you're going to become gods. You don't have to contribute, you don't have to participate, right? But if you're going to get in the way of me becoming a god, then you're going to have some problems, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey. What your scripture will tell me? So you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
You might try to use technology to be a god.
Right.
But guess what? The scripture actually tell me, the elect of the Lord say, ye are gods. We are gods. See?
He said, Yahweh is not at all in his thoughts. He said, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight.
And that's one thing. When things that the Lord judgment, the far above out of his sight. He said, he said they are above. The Lord's judgment, man. That's what Abel said. Who shall see him? See? Yeah, because he said, hey, him not have a power there above him who are watch what go on. See, that's why I said, who shall see him? That's what he said, man, the one when they are the highest of the highest of the sky. And the sky says, scripture said, who can bring me down? Him say, though you mount up to heaven like the eagle, see, and you make a nest among the stars, the Lord say I'm going to bring you down, man. Because you can't go above. See? The Lord set a bone where you can't a boundary where you can't pass. See? So nobody think. Your judgment out of the sight of the Lord, man.
As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them.
And the main enemy when puff at is us, it's the Lord speaking, man. See? One of the main enemies.
He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
That's the way him think. And right now them in adversity. See? Because them whole system crumble around them slowly, man. The main power structure with them, which is America, which you know are part of the plan to take it down. See? Because them things are when they must move the power seat and bring it over the east. Yeah? And everybody are talking about China gonna be the next world power. And this and that. Hey, young lads set up a system to feel and it won't, man. Because the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yeshua gonna make whatever you have put in place feel. See? And you're gonna feel miserable.
Scripture said they shall build up but most are gonna throw it down.
Yeah.
His mouth is full of cursing.
God, always cursing.
You see with the videos them are going, you see a whole heap of things that come out of them and say, I speak, ill about the poor class people.
Yeah, God.
Right? Even so much that even our very government here have some whole heap of ill is saying against the people, and like for example they want to say, oh, it's people right corner shop
Yeah, God.
you know? So you see a lot of these things are trickle down, but it's coming from the top, yo. It's coming from the top.
God, the accused of my virgin.
God.
That's what I'm doing. That's what scripture saying he get in neighbor drink, put the back of his mouth. So he can't drink. So basically and you can accuse. You can accuse them in front of them and fall at the enlightenment. See?
And they say, and deceit and fraud.
And fraud, man.
Yeah, and deceit, because even the article last week I say, this is not the MOTV.
Gun.
Yeah, a big deceit.
Yeah, a big deceit, man.
You understand?
Hey, we're not gonna push it as a hit at the MOTV. See? We're not telling us a hit, but a part of the infrastructure. See? It's a precursor to it, man, because guess what? It have to go. We actually are talking about jam decks. See? We actually talk about the jam decks. See? We're not come out and we are saying at the MOTV. See? It's a show, say, it'll lead to that.
Framework fee.
Yeah. The same Jam Dex article, go down in the body, it tells you that the money it can be transferred in multiple ways. It can be a little device.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We all know what the device is.
He's right, man.
You understand? So like he's writing saying that it's a framework to ultimately the MOTV.
Right. Yeah, because John Dex saying back to the identity and the new national ID.
And all of them things, because if you have to use your basically your what? Your NIDS card, you got attached to it, man. And that guess what? That is a digital ID. We have all your biometrics on it. See?
And they say and fraud.
And fraud. You know, Mr. Mira, see, Mr. Mira knows this man from the news. And basically, the news, I say, them catch this man, but the news, this man, I say, we have a whole heap of. Like, they hear the news, this man. But them say they catch a man with a whole heap of, basically, backyard and them things that were different people. So like a fake backyards, like they probably have big things in top. So you see another way there? They're going to use things like these. They say, look here, we're going to move from the card system here now.
That not only that, the whole NCV issue where as people get robbed too.
People get robbed too.
Yeah.
When them call them that thing, what them say,
we know say the whole blockchain technology have to cut out all of the whole fraud and
everything them.
And to add to that, you know, even back further than that, you know, you saw them come over here and claim that say that they discover the Americas when people were actually here already. You understand? And same thing in America when they go in America and you know, basically deceive the Native American Indians forget the land. You understand? So a whole heap of deceit and fraud this man been conducting from then time up until now.
Done. The man's a liar. That's because if wicked and strange from the wound. As soon as everybody go about speaking lies. See? He work. Wickedness and the hurt.
So, under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor.
He sit in the lurking places, man. That's why them have them Geneva conference, them basically them COP26, them got them Bohemian Grove where them have them secret meet and them. See? Yes, so all them things in a secret council, man. See? Where them plan to persecute poor men.
This is Psalm 55 verse 21. It said the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. The war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
And basically that's Esau Edom, man. Same words I mouth. That's why he come with sweet word. Divine in words. See? Make you feel like a boy. He come make you feel comfortable. Because this man is a snake, you know, man. The serpent. Yeah, something subtle. The scripture referred to him as what? The serpent. So he comes subtle, man. Mood voice. See? Yeah, that mood. Mood speech, man.
Even out here is an example. Yeah. Him come take vacation, come at your place, and him out here basically him smile with you and you know everything alright. But once I join a film place, you actually see the racism, you see me? You start calling you monkey, all type of things, you see me? People face racism daily in our states, but when them out here I see them sit as somebody a king teeth and you know?
You can't trust Edom, man. Because of the same thing that war in him heart. See? Him come with it, even though and basically even though he come in the Americas and then get help from the so-called Arawaks and the so-called Native American Indians, which are basically the children of Israel.
Gadites.
The Gadites. And tribe of Reuben and the tribe of Manasseh and basically Issachar and the rest of the tribes, man. They went over here from sin. The so-called Puerto Ricans and we call them the Northern Kingdom. They come over here come see the Northern Kingdom. See? And they were very generous to him. See? When he turn on and do afterwards. He murder, man. He rob, steal and murder and rape. And that's the so-called white man team, man. See?
That's only nice when it's been out.
And then in turn and call them savages. Which him are the real savage on the earth, man. See? Scripture refer to them as children of fools, they are base man. Scripture say them violent than the earth. Continue.
Psalms chapter 10 verse 9. He said, he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den.
Come, that's it, man.
Like-
That's like it. Hey, that's the time when the lion I'm dead. Remember the brother when they are pushing his finger through the lion cage. Hey, long time lion are free, you know. Long time lion are free, take off piece of your finger. See? So basically, not the so-called white man, sit down and calm himself. Like my serpent, like a lion and then a sleeping lion. Then like a not that one. But in this way, of that easy mentality to come at him.
He lieth in wait to catch the poor. Do it catch the poor when he draweth him into his net.
And guess what? And that net, see? You actually look at it, you can refer to it right now. World Wide Web. See? Internet of Things. This is a net, you know. When you tell about what the new goal now on the earth? Data. Collecting data, information. So all these things is like I'm net where I'm drawing, capture you, I study everything for you. So guess what? The things that when you go some boom, and him because he saw you don't know. So him still have to have even get rid of the people up on the earth. See? To the full, and them are come with artificial intelligence and them are come with basically robots. Where am I put there? Him still have to have a characteristics, a Jake. See? Him still have to have a characteristic, a Jake. Even if it did come to fruition, him still have to have characteristic, a Jake. See? On the earth. In them artificial intelligence, man. Because guess what? Get salt on the earth. We are entertainment. You think they're going to get entertainment without we on the earth? See, if you could have lived to rule favor and go so boom, I have with you entertainment favor, man. I mean, I'm glad nobody feels that you see him want to set up things to get rid of him, man. You know, say if we get rid of him fully, it's going to be the end all the all. But it's not going to work for him, man.
We can expound a little bit. The net here is symbolic for a snare or a trap. You understand? So, you know, as we bring out from time to time, you know, they must come with all these wonders, these miracles that they must perform, and they present it as, you know, a beautiful package that you buy into willingly. You know, a good example of that is you know, individuals being able to move limbs with their minds again. You know, among other things, what they do with the technology, by getting bridging that gap between human and machines. Right? So they present it as as something that's beneficial to you and say, yeah, and you know, people are always have this question. So if they make people can walk again and run again and you know do all these wonderful things, or is it something bad? You know, that's how they present it to you. But this is the trap. No, you know, once you do all of that, right, you're helping them to go closer and closer towards them goal, right? That's actually how them take a mirror, a biometric from you, right, to access these things, right? And you doing this, you actually give up all of your privacy. You don't have any privacy anymore, right? And then they will have a system that they can dictate to you what you're supposed to eat and how you're supposed to conduct yourself in a society, and they can penalize you if they don't think that you're being civil enough in their society.
The social credit score, what they want to call it. Like with China, you use China as a system.
You can.
Social credit score. Because China that we are ahead of the rest of the world. China government that
That's a trap they're laying for you. That's a snare.
In Revelation 3 and verse 10, speak of no temptation. Right. But Esau, you know, will make the MOTB, you know, basically become monetary, right? Because the John and the other have got those. You get the vision of all these things to come, right? Revelation 13 and 17, I said, no man I go yet to buy or sell. That's how serious the system of Esau, you know, has come about it. You know, you have to survive in the system in order to, you know, make it out. See, I will take the device. But the scripture tells us that we're not supposed to basically, you know, fear, because in the time of tribulation we're approaching right now, the Lord will make us satisfied. He will feed us.
You right, man.
Right? That's the only way we can escape all our Esau is preparing right now for the one on the earth. It's true, Yahweh Hashem Yeshua. There's no other way. You cannot save yourself or do certain things in order to make it true without the Heavenly Father on the side.
Right. And it goes back to the system that they're trying to put in place, because when they put the system in place, they come out and they tell you, hey, look, it's not mandatory. You're still going to have access to this, you're still going to have access to that. But over time, they're going to eradicate those things and tell us, oh, those are antiquated methods. You know, we're progressing and moving towards the future right now. And they're making so much effort to get rid of cash. Why they still gonna have a cash system when Dynamite try to go digital, right? So this is just a front. Come up and say, well, they're not mandatory, but as soon as the framework is in place, they're going to come down and say, well, if you're not with the system,
that cannot work. They'll keep that through the door.
You understand?
And this 1 year, I hear them mention say, by the end of this year or something like that, they're gonna declare digital currency the legal tendency to Jamaica.
That means that they must push fast. They must push fast. There's a scripture that the thing will come up on you unaware, man. Like a thief in the night. The day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night. So we have to prepare for that, man. Yeah?
This Revelation 3 and verse 10 says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them.
The word temptation there is it used very accurately and very profound, because like with when a lot of people livelihood was threatened with the big C, you know, people were tempted to go and receive the juice because their livelihoods were threatened.
They want to go back home.
You understand? So people were threatened, and it's the same situation they're going to be faced with when the system mandates that you have to have that device in order to buy or sell. You understand? So that's the temptation. The way you're going to choose now between your livelihood and being a part of the system, as opposed to depending on your how about you how it dies.
Right.
Revelation 3 and 10 again, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Basically, hey, when you check it, man, there's a wisdom and knowledge shall be the strength and stability of thy time. And that's how we that's how we have to keep the words and the Lord, man. See? That's how we have to keep it. I take the heed to whatever you say, written in scripture, and how to go about, how to conduct yourself. As Scripture says, you have to be circumspect. See? Put on the whole armor of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yeshua, man. See? The spirit of such and such. You can bring it up. The scripture says, wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against. You can bring it up.
Go on, go drop your seat, I'll search.
Verse 11 said, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
Hey, the Lord said, hold that fast. Hold on to this truth. Hold on to the word, man. Hold on to the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding what the Lord doing, man. That's why that's no man to take the crown, because the Lord promised something. The Lord said, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved, man. See? So we have to try to do it, to endure to the end, man. See? And beg the Lord to continue to have mercy upon we, yo. Continually day and night. See? Beg the Lord to have mercy, man. Keep us through the times to come, man. Because guess what? The storm will come. There's a storm coming. Great storm is coming. See? You can see it in the light or like famine. See? And all kind of different destruction to come upon the earth.
And this is Job 5 verse 19 says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. He said, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the point of the sword. He said, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. He said, destruction and famine thou shalt laugh Neither shall thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For
That's
those
right. Yeah, because guess what? The last time I got delivered this people, man, all kind of different situation. In famine and all them stuff, man. See? My deliver from the scourge of the tongue. That's what I'm saying. Fret not the imagination against thee. See? Now the incredulity of them that speaketh against thee. All of them stuff, man. So even the scourge of the tongue, but hey, when the so-called white man, I got try to come down at us with, man. See? The Lord said, I'm going to deliver me from all of them stuff, man. See? Whatever wickedness them plan to come at us with, man. See? The time of famine is a great time. Because we are going at the time, we are heading at the time of what? Jacob's trouble, man. See? And that's going to be one serious time on the earth. See? That time is going to be more devastating, more horrific than any other time in our history that was before, man.
say, destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee.
When the Lord said we're going to at destruction of famine, we're going to laugh, man. See? Now the time when them things are come, because we kept his word, see, continually and enjoying our truth, see. Hey, the Lord actually going to put the spirit upon women, stand firm in at the time, see. So when other people actually are bug out and do all kind of different, all kind of different things, and I go from here so to this and all over the place. Hey, the elect are going to stand firm in at that time, man. See? See? That's our weight line, man. That's how the Lord thing lie with the elect. See? And that's why we're out here, we're doing the work, see? Hoping to be a part of that hopeful elect, man. See? That's why we have developed mercy, we have deliverance in the time to come.
You want to hear the answer?
Yeah? That's it.
It's at Ephesians 6, starting at verse 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might.
Done. Be strong in the Lord and the power of his might. Because guess what the power of his might now? See? What power we have now? See? The scripture refer to where we have what? Worm. We don't have the power. See? The only power we have on the earth now is the word, man. These are the only might we have now. See? And guess what? Yahweh Hashem Yoshai watching over us. The angels are guiding us. The Lord of the angels have encamped around us. Yeah? Them that won't get protection. But we make boasting every day. The name of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. There's nothing else, man. You know the circle with. But the truth at this moment. Continue on.
You see, verse 11, he said, put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we
Trickery, all the things that want to push, where the hockey that bring out earlier, man. Them deception, but them come with me. Scripture says put on the whole armor of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. See? Because guess what? We actually in a spiritual war now. See? It's a spiritual war. See? And naturally, when you refer to war, and you know that even the military man that are going to war, they arm out themselves. See? Helmets, you know, sword in them hand, which are them gun. See? Everything where them have as them protection, man. So guess what? The scripture said the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. So we're in a spiritual war now. That's what we're heading in. That's what we're in right now. So we have this are gonna be full armor, full protection, man. Bring it out that.
So for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Yes, yeah. That's the rule of this world. Spiritual wickedness, man. See? Because these men have all kind of different witchcraft, man. Whether it be through the media, the mainstream media, whether it be through social media, whether it be through whatever them are push it, man. There are whole heap of demons out there lurk. See? Whole heap of demons out there lurking around, man. And we have to prepare we self through the word, see, to take on these demons who are coming. See, and they come at us every day. See? All kind of different way, man. That's why we have to be sober, be vigilant, see? Because the devil, our adversary, going about as a roaring lion seeking who we may devour, man. See? So you say you have to have that mindset, man. See? Be strong in the word, man. Because diverse temptation are gonna come upon you. See? As the Lord said, as the Ark of Israel, fasting. You have to pray, you have to fast. See? And we have to beg the Lord mercy every day, man. These are the things that we have to do. Easily. Stay firm in our duty. Because we don't want to go so boom and we get slip and we get cast aside, man. See? We have to be here to strengthen each other, man. See? Strengthen each other. See? Hey, charity is our main thing we're supposed to have. Like, yeah. That's our main thing we're supposed to have. That means at that time now we need that more than ever. See? Continue.
It says, verse 13, it says, wherefore take on you the armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able. Oh yeah. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girded with the truth, and having the breast.
But this is the truth, man. See?
Word.
The truth, man. Knowing that we are who? The true biblical Israelites, man. See? Knowing the name of our true power, Yahweh Shem Shai. This is the truth, man. Knowing that we are who? We are who? The children of Israel. See? And we need to stand firm. See? We are hope to be a part of that hopeful elect, man. Knowing that who the so-called white man is who? Is actually the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon, Satan and the earth. And he's our enemy, man. These things are true. See? That's what the Lord said. Sanctify them through my word. My word is what? My word is truth, man. See? So these are the things where we sanctify what? We are sanctifying the Lord's demons. Me and the elect, man. See? Continue.
It says, and having on the breastplate of righteousness.
Having on the breastplate of righteousness, man.
And your
Make sure you stand firm. Breastplate of righteousness. Make sure you be charitable one towards another, man. As brothers, man. See? Walking on the righteous path every day. So that's one of the main things we're supposed to focus on. One of the main things we're supposed to focus on. Naturally. It's the brotherhood, man.
in one accord.
One accord, yeah. That's the main thing we're supposed to focus on. See? Continue.
It said, and your feet shod with the preparation of gospel of peace.
Gospel of peace.
Above all, take the shield of faith.
The shield of faith, because guess what? Shield is a very important thing
In a battle.
in a battle, man.
That you
It's a
defense.
spiritual battle, man. That's why in your main line of defense, there's a faith. Scripture says, without faith, it is impossible to please Yahweh Shem Shai. See? What you think so we out here doing this, man? Our faith, we out here doing this. See? When people can look over and say, yo, what they really understand? Every weekend, they can start in front of the camera. Attack. Nobody not come and say, hey, we have an audience and listen to it. See? But guess what? A faith that we are doing this. Yeah. A faith, but we out here doing it, man. See? All the miracles that the Lord come on the earth and do, we never experience them. See? Hey, maybe someone we died in our flesh. But yeah, you know, reincarnation with the year, the spirit them there today again, but we're not going to instantly remember say or see say the Lord was there that time. But through the spirit we know. Through the spirit of God, the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai we know. Because things are written before that we're learning. See? So we understand through the spirit that there was reincarnation. So we have been on the earth before now. See? Someone will experience a miracle. Yeah. So basically, hey, so we have to walk in a partnership. Continue.
And above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
All the fiery darts of the wicked, because guess what? All kind of things that's what you know, See? In all kind of words. See? All kind of poison.
Not only words, but
Yeah.
to how the place set basically.
Yeah.
Why I say your faith, you see me, because we basically have to stand firm and believe in how we believe in it, you see me, and to how things are stay now, you see me, to how the world are run, you see me. Enough people would have question them belief, you see me. Which is why scripture say we're supposed to, when we are put on an armor, we're supposed to have what? Faith, because we're supposed to stand steady in whatever we believe in and not change, because evil come upon the world, you see me, and when enough of them things are catch we, you see me, basically the man side of it, you see me, that basically the human side, you see me, the flesh, you see me, it will kick in.
Yeah.
You see me, and it will actually make you question what you actually believe in, which is why what? Faith is important.
Faith is important. Yeah, because faith actually make we do what we are doing.
Correct.
And Paul going on it in a little bit more depth, because Paul explained the battle between in flesh and in spirit.
Con.
Right? And in it, he go to the extent to say that him do the opposite of what the flesh wants to do. You understand? And that we know that and him do it at the flesh. You understand?
Right.
So it goes to show you that he might put up a resistance to satisfying the desires of the flesh, which is scripture said that we're supposed to mortify our members.
Which is right.
You understand? So, you know, it's the body, we know that the body is subjected to do things taboo, that things that are forbidden. You know, body is subjected, as the scripture said, to vanity. Yeah, right. But when you put it under subjection to the spirit, because you know by right we are the true biblical Israelites, and the scripture said that our spirit bear this, with our spirit that we are Israel, right?
Children of God, yeah.
Right, and because of that, no, we know that we spirits want to do the right thing.
Flesh man, so though the outward man, though the outward man perish daily, the inward man renew. See it? Yeah. So guess what? The inward man are what? The spirit, man. See? But we know as the actor bring out, so basically, hey, the flesh are gonna get
timid.
Get tested, man. And timid. That's why the scripture says, put far from thee the weak nature
Of men.
cast away the burden of men. Set them aside, because greater evils than what we see now will come hereafter.
Right.
Yeah. Wisdom and knowledge are going to be the strength and stability at the time, man. See? And I believe faith.
Galatians 5. Galatians 5 and verse 16 said, "This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye led by of the spirit, ye are not under the law."
Hey, the scripture say the flesh basically is against the spirit, one is against another. Basically, just to add to that point, you see me, which is why scripture say with much knowledge more grief come about, you see me, because when with true knowledge, you see me, you are of the spirit at that time, you see me, you are being led of the spirit, you see me, and then you're in a corrupted kingdom, you see me, where basically is led of the flesh, you see me, so we see we're in a contrary, did it? Can.
That's why scripture says, love not the world, nor the things of the world.
Can.
Because if you love the world, see, the love of the Lord in you. See? So guess what? We have to actually, we know say, scripture say be users of the world but not abusers. Because you know, you have things in the world we need to actually
Hey, it's a balance to everything. You see me, you have to know for balance. Even elders are push it out, say, yo, scripture say, occupy until you come. That means you're supposed to look for set up nothing big, yeah, so, you see me, but you have to do what you have to do to survive, you see me. Be user of the world, you work on them type of thing there. You know?
The necessities where you need, your food, your shelter, your clothing, all them things that you need them. See? Yeah, because guess what? We have all the things because we have the work come out, we have the Lord work come out from good.
Yeah.
So we need all of them necessities there. We actually become from the Lord. We have to eat food because we build strength. You see? We come out here and stand up.
Scripture say, the lilies, they were not, but them still eat and still grow. You say
birds,
the birds,
sparrows.
birds don't work, yo, but them still get food, right? So this scripture go on to say that the son of the Most High know what you want, even if you know utter it using words, right? And he must say then, if you must do all of them things here, the bird, the flowers,
What so?
you see me?
God.
What about his son? The Most High know say, oh, we need those things.
It's not just. You think they're going to set you out here for your work and you know, provide the things you need to go? Yeah. All you have to do is just trust the Spirit.
Which you go back to what?
Yeah.
Faith.
Yeah.
Being a stress, you see me? This Ephesians 6 verse 17 back in our precept. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai.
The Spirit of the Word.
Mm-hmm.
These are the comforter. I actually it a comfort with now.
John 6:63.
It a comfort with now. And in the evil days to come, see, I hit we have to enter comfort in them time to come. See? And for keep man. Yeah?
And the scripture say, the sword and the spirit.
Yeah.
So the word is what? The sword and the spirit. So the scripture saying
Hebrews 12:4.
So the word of the Heavenly Father is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. And piercing through right and asunder. Because the word goes straight to the spirit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, purge them. Say that how can a man cleanse his will? By taking his thy word. See? So the word of the thing where it's the word either if you put your trust in the Lord and believe, the word is gonna make you a better man. See? But if you hate correction, see, that gonna become worse. Now you still if you hate the word, man. See? Say actually it can build you and it can break you down, man. See? It depends on the way how you receive it, man. And how the Lord wants you to receive it. Yeah. At the end of the day, man.
Ready? Alright, so St. John 6:63 say it is spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing.
The
word
again. So it is spirit that quickeneth, animated. You know, animation, motion.
Making
right?
alive.
And the spirit do all of that, yo. And the spirit of the energy. Right? And he say it is a spirit that quickeneth. But the flesh do what?
Profiteth nothing.
Nothing. You see me? And he said, so you come in, you see me? You come in with nothing, I will leave this world with nothing same way. You understand? Concerning the flesh. You understand? But then he said what? Go on.
You say, the words that I speak unto you, they are spirit, they are life.
The word is what? The word that the Most High speak unto us. What?
They are spirit, and they are life.
Hey, what you think say? Hey, when you take you to the word, man. See, because we take you to the word and we want to see certain things, man. You know, see some people look for some things on social media and them things. See? When some people some things on social media and some different things and they hype on the fame.
Put away the
See?
filter, the flesh.
Draw them out to go do some evil things to get to them one. See? If I never for the word is a shield against them things them. Because of the word we take it to the word. See? When we look into ourselves and say, boy, hey, them things are not necessary for we right now. You know? See? Whatever we are run down and say, you know, it not going to benefit with. Because the word actually show we say, all these things are going to be dissolved. See? Yeah, these things are going to be dissolved. Everything are going to destroy what's in front of you. So we can take a hold of these things and cleave onto them. See? But you have other people, that's why majority of people out there, they've gone all different diverse type of things and all kind of different madness and take on to all kind of different stuff. See? Because they don't have the word as protection.
And this is 2 Corinthians 4 verse start at 16. So for which cause we fear not, but though our outward man perish, but the inward man is renewed day by day. So for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, work for far exceeding an eternal weight of glory. So while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
Yes, because guess what? That's why, hey, the little light affliction we have got through, see, it is yet for a moment. See, it may be, that's why you say, you know, when I say in Jamaica, people always say, it may be long, but not forever. See? So we have to clear it. It is for a moment, man. Little. See? Hey, I don't know where I got to compare. If you compare to where I come, go too much yet.
There's a proverb in the Apocrypha, I think Ezra, where it says, a wise man fear a broad face and sun. If he not go through the narrow, how he might go enjoy the rewards in the broad. That narrow is symbolic for what? You know, symbolic for a straight.
Yeah.
Symbolic for Jacob's trouble. Symbolic for the time of temptation. You understand? You have to go through. You have to
just to add to what I say, just to add, it starts from basically the purging of the mind. You see me, basically us learning this, coming to it and accepting it, you see me, and actually I try rehearse.
Son, don't come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. See? Because that come, you can bring it out if you want. You have a precept back? You can bring it out. You still have that?
Oh.
You have a precept?
No, sir, the dark of one, but if you have a precept, you can try.
And this is Sirach 2:1. It said, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, fear thy soul for temptation, to set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble.
Done. See, it's scripture say, if you come, when you come to serve the Lord, you get tested.
Hey, it says set thy heart aright.
Set thy heart aright to make yourself, correct yourself. You have to correct your man.
Go back to the Hebrew word lab, which means what? Mind. So what it tell you to do, set your mind aright, which is why, as I said before, you see me, cast off what? The burdens of man. You see me, basically, worldly matters, you basically put aside and have faith in the Most High. Say Most High go actually bring that unto you, and you need to do what the Most High tell you to do now. You see me? And rehearse him righteous acts.
Hey, and as I say, these things are a trial. So whatever, then it's a trial. Pin your soul for temptation, man. Because the Lord will test you. You think say, hey, when the scripture say we're supposed to endure hardness as a soldier of El Hashaya.
That me just say.
You think that as a soldier you come out here? We're a spiritual soldier, man. We're come out here on the battlefield and we're out here and we don't have to go through the training. We don't have to go through the test.
Well,
you have to see how firm it is.
Real soldiers have to go through them tests. You see me? If you take it as example, a real soldier, if you actually talk to a soldier who have been through the training, and they say, yo, the amount of things them have to do to actually prove so them actually worthy, and you can't do, we're not going to just get up and, alright, we are king and everything, and no. You see me? You have to go through that classroom session, you have to go through that phase first.
If you watch a show, if you ever watch some series or some show and say, you see a youth from the days that grew up and him going to become a king. You think say, him just grew up because he's my prince and him go through He not go through nothing to become the king.
Hey, we well
That king a go out there on the battlefield one of the day, you know. And you have to know how to fight.
and that we still wearing as kings we grow that way there.
Can.
How them empire fall quickly.
Can. We grow
You
soft.
see me? Because what them do, them grow and basically, what would I say? How would I put that now? Them basically never appreciative of the things that them have, you see me? Them ungrateful and whatsoever. So what happened?
Can.
You see me? Them empire fall quickly.
You think say Yahweh Hashem Shai want a sissy on him team? You want a sissy?
Got to be men.
You can't be no nigger and come for Yahweh Hashem Shai team, man. You have to be a part of this army. You have to be well rooted and grounded, man.
Go back to setting your mind
Yeah,
alright.
set your mind alright. Constantly. Continue.
I said, cleave unto him and depart not away,
Can.
that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
And the last cent you're going to increase. Because guess what? No matter how beat down you get, see? You never
Fight,
touch ground
fight.
zero. Keep trusting in the Lord, man. Remember Job. See, we have to have the mindset of Job, man. See, you're down there. For your last, nothing at all. But guess what? Remember, you know, when you're down there, you know, the young way you can look for doing that, say elevate and rise up back in there, because you can't go through. You can't go through the ground. You must have to look for get up back. So you have to keep on. Whatever is brought up, you continue.
So whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
Take cheerfully, man. So no matter when you get set up, when you get set our hard, and you get set for you, or whatever you get set to do, see? Yeah, just take it cheerfully, man.
Trial.
Take it cheerfully. It's a trial, it's a test. You have to learn to push through that test, man.
Which is
See?
right.
And humble yourself. Yeah?
And be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire,
Can.
and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Be patient. The word patient means to suffer. See? You think so we're coming at this? You think so we're coming at this you have a comfortable life?
Yes.
Hey.
Just come by arise here and depart.
You maybe see us out here and move freely and do what we are doing. Life not comfortable. See?
Arise here and
some of
depart.
the most but what I tell you? I would tell you, some of the most uncomfortable some of the most uncomfortable men we you see right now is a man who sincerely believes in
Yeah,
live in this place. See? I have to go through the things that we have to go through daily. See? And know that there is a better place out there waiting for us. There's a better life waiting for us, man. Hey, we are uncomfortable in this shit, man. The scripture says, rise here and depart. This is not our rest. See? You think so we're not beg for the day for left out of this?
Yeah.
See? We're not enjoying this no time, man.
Scripture saying,
That all Israel have sinned. You see me? And because of that, the curses are upon us. And one of the curses, remember, vividly in support at this point is the fact that, you know, it said in Deuteronomy 28 that in the night time, people are going to say, well, God, in the morning. And in the evening time, they're going to say, in the morning time, they're going to say, well, God, it were night.
God.
The reason for that is because they might ease the days, yo.
Can.
They might ease the days. They want the days them done fast,
Yeah.
and then, you know, in Matthew chapter 24 it says what? That lest those days were shortened,
Yeah. Can.
no flesh shall be saved, you understand?
Can.
So if you notice, you know, the days them are going real fast right now. Remember when we just turned 20, feel like it was just yesterday. You understand? And right now, you can't tell me age.
You see, I remember your age. The birds so long.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the birds so long. We are telling them why. No one that would reach a year just so fast.
Yeah, man. Days them short.
It says, believe in him, and he will help thee, order thy way aright,
God.
and trust in him. So ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy.
Wait for his
and
mercy, man. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of what? Knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy. See? And that's why that's what we're out here doing. The scripture says, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him. See? And the scripture says, wait till bring it forth to the light. See? So we are waiting for that mercy, man. That's we can go forth to the light.
Can.
Enter the kingdom, enter our rest. That's how we constantly
Out
I
here,
endure
endure for.
everything we endure from it.
Can-
And we most of all, we endure for the elect here.
Which is right.
See? And that's the thing there. See? So with that, I just want to say all praises to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and leaders of Great Stone, and salutation to all the Akim out there doing this work in our sincerity and our truth. Continue pushing, yes. Shalom.
Shalom.